Bienvenidos a todos. We are thrilled to celebrate Hispanic Heritage Month with a special performance by the Guadalupe Dance Company and Mariachi Azteca de América, right here in the heart of San Antonio's West Side. Like most organizations, the Guadalupe Cultural Arts Center was hit hard by the pandemic, and we had to cancel many of our events. We look forward to the day that we can return to the Guadalupe Theater to present our plays, our film productions, our dance performances, and for all of you to join us. In order for that to happen, we are asking that you make a donation to the Guadalupe Cultural Arts Center by going to our website, guadalupeculturalarts.org. Every dollar counts, and we thank you for your support. You can also support us by going to our social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and by going to the Guadalupe YouTube channel and subscribing to our channel. Today's special presentation will give you a glimpse of our Celebrando First Friday series that we will be presenting at the Guadalupe Theater. And we will be taking you on a journey through the traditional dances and music of Mexico. We began our journey in the beautiful state of Guanajuato. On September 16th, 1810, priest Miguel Hidalgo rang the church bell in Dolores Hidalgo, Guanajuato, to alert his parishioners of the revolution against the Spanish, infamously known as El Grito de Dolores. With great pride, we perform the dances and music of Celaya, Guanajuato, which were rescued by Maestro Raúl Alvarado Garcia after extensive research respecting the traditions of that community. And now, the Guadalupe Dance Company and Mariachi Azteca de América.
No me toquen el Jerez, porque me acuerdo de Juana y también de María Antonia a las 2 de la mañana. No me toquen el Jerez, porque me acuerdo de Juana y también de María Antonia a las 2 de la mañana. 1, 2, 3. No me toquen el Jerez, porque me acuerdo de Juana y también de María Antonia a las 2 de la mañana. No me toquen el Jerez, porque me acuerdo de Juana y también de María Antonia a las 2 de la mañana. Ay, 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 Cecilia, ay, 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 Roberta, ¿qué culpa tiene el ladrón? Ay, no la puerta abierta. Ay, 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 Cecilia, ay, 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 Roberta, ¿qué culpa tiene el ladrón? Ay, no la puerta abierta. Porque me acuerdo de Juana y también de María Antonia a las 2 de la mañana. No me toquen el Jerez, porque me acuerdo de Juana y también de María Antonia a las 2 de la mañana. Ay, 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 Cecilia, ay, 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 Roberta, ¿qué culpa tiene el ladrón? Ay, ando la puerta abierta. Ay, 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 Cecilia, ay, 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 Roberta, ¿qué culpa tiene el ladrón? Ay, ando la puerta abierta. Ay, 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 Cecilia, ay, 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 Roberta, ¿qué culpa tiene el ladrón? Ay, ando en la puerta abierta. Ay, 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 Cecilia, ay, 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 Roberta, ¿qué culpa tiene el ladrón? Ay, ando en la puerta abierta.
Weren't those costumes beautiful from the state of Guanajuato? And now we move to the state of Jalisco, probably the most representative music and dances of Mexico with its colorful costumes and mariachi music. Here you will be treated to a dance called El Astillero, which was taught by el maestro Luis Oseguera of his repertoire of bailes antiguos de Jalisco. Once again, the Guadalupe Dance Company and Mariachi Azteca de América. There is a plethora of different styles of traditional Mexican folklorico dance, and I love seeing them all. We are now moving on to the beautiful state of Guerrero in southwestern Mexico along the Pacific coast. If you ever find yourself in a live fandango in the Artesa region of Guerrero, you will see the dancers on a small tarima or wooden platform percussively dancing to the music where the infectious energy spurs on the fiesta with dancers and community members partaking in the dances. These festive dances are a representation of the cultural influences of the region and the ancestry that is part of Guerrero. The dances you're about to see are from Maestra Orquídea Figueroa Gomez from the state of Guerrero.
Un, dos, tres.
A mí me nombran el pato, patito, porque vivo entre los secos, patito. A mí me nombran el pato, patito, porque vivo entre los secos, patito. Luego que me ven venir, patito, ya viene el pato culeco, patito. Luego que me ven venir, patito, ya viene el pato culeco, patito. Ay, lara, patito. Ay, lara, patito. Ay, lara, patito. Ay, lara, patito. Luego que me ven venir, patito, ya viene el pato culeco, patito. Luego que me ven venir, patito, ya viene el pato culeco, patito. Ya con esta me despido, patito, y el patito se acabó, patito. Ya con esta me despido, patito, y el patito se acabó, patito. Que se acabe enhorabuena, patito, como no me acabe yo, patito. Que se acabe enhorabuena, patito, como no me acabe yo, patito. Ay, lara, patito. Ay, lara, patito. Ay, lara, patito. Ay, lara, patito. Que se acabe enhorabuena, patito, como no me acabe yo, patito. Que se acabe enhorabuena, patito, como no me acabe yo, patito. patito.
I absolutely love the beautiful music and dances of Guerrero. But now we are headed to Jopala, Puebla, where the women exude strength and perseverance, and much like the modern-day norm, don't need a partner to cumbia. Thanks to the tireless research of Maestro Alfredo Luna Santiago, we bring to you the irresistible music and dance of Jopala, which will have you dancing in your seat. Please welcome the Guadalupe Dance Company and Mariachi Azteca de América.
Dame tu guayabita, dámela bien madura. Si tu guayaba es verde, no tiene sabrosura. Dame tu guayabita, dámela bien madura. Si tu guayaba es verde, no tiene sabrosura. Pero sube y sube y sube a la cumbia del guayabo y corta tu guayabita y córtala con cuidado. Pero sube y sube y sube a la cumbia del guayabo y corta tu guayabita y córtala con cuidado. Y yo les canto el compás al son de mi carabita. Los besitos que me das me saben a guayabita. Y yo les canto el compás al son de mi carabita. Los besitos que me das me saben a guayabita. Pero sube y sube y sube a la cumbia del guayabo y corta tu guayabita y córtala con cuidado. Pero sube y sube y sube a la cumbia del guayabo y corta tu guayabita y córtala con cuidado.
We are so lucky in San Antonio to be surrounded by mariachi music, and what a treat to be accompanied by Mariachi Azteca de América. The most recognizable, colorful dresses and traditional charro outfit of the state of Jalisco. The familiar sound of the music and dances of Jalisco are associated with fiesta and celebrations like birthdays, charreadas, weddings, and baptisms. So enjoy the special performance of El Son de la Negra, performed by the Guadalupe Dance Company.
Papel volando a todos diles que sí, pero no les digas cuando así me dijiste a mí, por eso vivo penando. Que la quiero ver aquí, con su rebozo de seda, el letra que de tepi. Cuando me traes a mi negra, que la quiero ver aquí, con su rebozo de seda, el letra que de tepi.
During the pandemic, the Guadalupe Cultural Arts Center moved all of its music and dance classes to online virtual classes. We are so proud of our students for keeping the traditions alive. It's imperative for our future generations to stay connected to its culture and traditions, to continue the mission of the Guadalupe Cultural Arts Center. We ask that you also be a part of our family, our Guadalupe Familia, by going to our website, guadalupeculturalarts.org, to join and to support the Guadalupe Cultural Arts Center. Please make a donation today to support our cultura and to continue our classes and our programs for the future of the Guadalupe Cultural Arts Center. We thank you for your support, and we hope to see you very soon in person at the Guadalupe Theater. Muchas gracias.
Emma. I take Folklorico classes at the Guadalupe Cultural Arts Center. I've been at the academy for almost 2 years and it's amazing. The staff is very friendly and I've made many new friends. I love to dress up in the colorful costumes from the different states of Mexico and dance to the beautiful music. Guadalupe has many classes to offer and I hope you'll check them out.
Hi, my name is Moxie and I am almost 9 years old. I have been taking lessons with Mr. Gino since January of this year. I like the violin because it is peaceful and graceful. I like the way Mr. Gino teaches violin because he is patient with me and he makes it fun. Well, I encourage you to take lessons with Mr. Gino at the Guadalupe Cultural Arts Center. Bye!
Hi, my name is Sophia. I dance Folklorico at the Guadalupe Academy. I really love dancing at the Guadalupe because I enjoy learning about my culture and I love my teachers and fellow dancers.
My name is Sophia and I'm a guitar player for the Mariachi Guadalupe. Although COVID has altered our in-person classes, the learning dynamic remains the same. Mr. Gino, our instructor, provides helpful tutorial videos as well as sheet music for reference and MP3 recordings for us to listen. All of these are extremely helpful since we follow them at our own pace through a platform called Dojo Class. Thanks to all of this, I continue to enjoy learning mariachi music.
I think it's fun for us to learn new things at our own pace. Mr. Gino has always been there to help provide us with sheet musics, MP3 videos, and will help us whenever we need.
Hi, my name is Juliana Hasso. I'm 16 years old and I've been dancing at the Guadalupe for 9 years. Right now we're working on dances from Guerrero Tira Caliente. And we're not in the best circumstances due to our quarantine and trying to stay healthy. But I really enjoy being part of the Guadalupe because we really are a family who's trying to keep engaged in dancing because we're not going to let this stop us because this is our passion and this is what we love to do.
As we all know from our grammar school books that Columbus discovered America in 1492. What is very seldom read or told is that only 27 years later, Cortés was already on the shores of Veracruz, landing with his troops and conquering Mexico. 87 years later, the Guerra family left Yáñez, Santander, Spain, and sailed to the New World and landed in Veracruz, Nueva España. It was not Mexico, it was Nueva España. From 1603, when they landed, they went to the silver and gold mines of Guanajuato, which was then named Salvatierra. From Salvatierra, they migrated to Mexico City. There, members of the family became officials, government officials. Through influence or service, they were deeded land in Nuevo León. The family drifted down and settled to a new township called Mier in 1748. They were given the lands, but on the north side of the Rio de las Palmas. So it took the family 147 years from the time they left Spain to the time they crossed into what now is called Texas. We were not in Texas territory. We were in Spanish territory. Then we became Mexicans because Mexico won their independence from Spain. Then when Texas won their independence, then we became Texans. Then the United States came in, then we became citizens of the United States. Then in 1862, the Civil War came on, and we became Confederate states. Then again, after the Civil War, the conclusion of it, we became American citizens again. So you have this famous saying of 6 flags in Texas. We lived under all 6 flags. The cattle industry in Texas was founded by the Spanish and then the Mexican cattlemen. The cattle that came in here, originally all of it came from Spain. The area created an animal that became called a longhorn. The minerals in the soil made those horns grow. All that period of the French intervention in Mexico and the Civil War in the United States created millions of head of cattle. In modern times, the longhorn cattle were almost extinct. They had been bred out. So by 1921, there were hardly any longhorns left at all, purebred. I saw the opportunity that the longhorn was almost extinct, and I decided to search the country in Mexico where they might exist. Some of these old, crafty, wild cattle that never got caught and never bred by a Brahma bull were still up in the mountains. And I went there and hired a crew of good ropers. And in a period of about a year and a half, I was able to find 69 head of old cows that were 15, 16 years old, 17 years old, that were pure as the driven snow, that were descendants of the original cattle that made all those trail drives. I've got a small herd of longhorns that I have kept, and it's not cost effective. I'm losing money, but I'm preserving the pure bloodlines. And I'm very proud of the fact that I do have very special cattle. And as long as I live, I'm continuing to support them. I tell you, collecting is a fever. My mother was a collector. My father died when I was 5 years old. And I had an uncle who was an antique dealer. My mother used to go on field trips with him, buying trips. And of course, being an only child by myself and with no father, they took me along. So I traveled extensively with them. And this was right after the Depression and right after the Revolution, where nobody, Americans, Texans, Mexicans, no one had any money. So they were living off their possessions. You see things that normally families wouldn't sell, but the need makes them do it. Stories like that, make you think of all these things, and you wonder who used these saddles, who used these uniforms. There's hundreds of stories like that. They're important at the time, but as time goes by, they get erased or forgotten. History is very interesting. I think it's more interesting than a novel. I can say that the Guerreros are here to stay, and hopefully they'll be here for a long time.
I think Luminaria is really helpful in the arts community here by funding artists of color.
I always found an escape in art because I wasn't that great of a student in high school, and I never really thought it twice. I just naturally found myself going towards the art world. My name is Juan Flores and I'm from San Antonio, Texas.
My name is Janelle Esparza and I'm from Corpus Christi, Texas. A lot of my work does come from family histories, just from learning the history of my own family, my grandparents, and it's a really huge chunk of my identity as a woman of color, as an artist of color, and just as a human being who's alive. I think identity is a huge part of our livelihood. It's our personhood, who we are.
When we installed and we were on site in Luminaria, it was a huge deal for me because I was walking in the same area where my project was installed when I was a teenager, when I was in high school, when I walked along the Riverwalk. It was such a surreal experience to see my work in a very significant part, an historical part of town. And it completely validated my idea that it was possible to not only be creative and an artist, but also that making art can provide an income.
Offering funding to an already diverse arts community is important in upholding all the different cultural aspects of the city through its artists. I mean, that's a number one element that holds people back from doing a lot of big things. It's really incredible how diverse this city is and how diverse this city started.
The fact that Luminaria promotes local artists from San Antonio is huge. I'm not sure there is any opportunity in San Antonio that places your work in the open space in such an important part of San Antonio like Luminaria does. Taking part in Luminaria makes me feel more connected to the community because I'm part of this larger group of artists that are not only local but international, and that means a lot to me.
Thelma Gonzalez from G's Gonzales Gift Shop, and welcome to our store. G's Gonzales Gift Shop is one of the original 12 tenants here. My father, my mother, my sister, Della, Blanca, Rita, we all participate in running the family business. We're very proud to have been successful and going on 32 years now. I enjoy people admiring our culture and asking us all kinds of questions like Day of the Dead is one of the biggest cultures that we have. You know, I can't really see myself working any other place besides here at Market Square. This is like a family, and this is the place that I think I'm really happy with. I couldn't have done the business if my family hadn't been a part of it. Hopefully my family will continue the legacy after I'm gone. Shop local at G's Gonzales Gift Shop.